Just hours ago, the Vatican said the pontiff died of a stroke that put him into a coma and led to heart failure. You're looking right now live out at Vatican City in Rome, where right now the Catholic Church has begun a 9-day period of mourning for the Pope's passing. The time now there is just about 11 p.m. and all day long we've seen people filing and filling into St. Peter's Square to remember Pope Francis. Less than 24 hours before the announcement of his death, the 88-year-old pontiff appeared in this courtyard delivering his Easter Sunday message. And during that speech, the Pope called for an end to violence in a number of conflicts across the world, including wars on Ukraine and Gaza. He also urged compassion for marginalized people and migrants. In his 12 years leading the church, he earned the nickname the People's Pope.
Catholic churches right here and around the world are now holding daily prayer services, all to honor Pope Francis. And we have team coverage throughout the newscast. We want to get you started with CBS's Tina Kraus, who joins us live from Rome tonight with more on the Pope's battle with double pneumonia.
And what lies ahead for the church. And Tina, you've been in Vatican City all day, along with thousands of others paying respects.
Doctors at the Vatican confirmed tonight that the Pope died of a stroke, coma, and irreversible cardiovascular collapse. Even though Pope Francis faced some big struggles with his health over the last couple of months, so many of the faithful here at St. Peter's Square say they still can't believe that he's gone. The faithful packed St. Peter's Square Monday evening for the Rosary Prayer for the late Pope Francis. Earlier, church bells rang out, one for each of his 88 years of life, and the Vatican lowered flags to half-staff in his honor.
It's a moment of a bit of sadness and at the same time thankfulness and celebration of life.
Pope Francis's death comes less than a day after he surprised the faithful on Easter Sunday, greeting them with a message of peace. Just last month, the Pope was released from the hospital after a 5-week stay for double pneumonia.
I was sort of really shocked because I was here yesterday at Mass and I saw the Pope and he looked just so fragile.
The first Pope born in the Americas, Francis put migrants, the poor and the marginalized at the center of his 12-year papacy.
That is his greatest legacy. He showed us that, what is not essential when you're Pope is to be on a pedestal. What is essential is to be with the people.
Over the next few days, hundreds of thousands of mourners are expected to descend upon Vatican City to pay their respects as Pope Francis's body lies in state. Pope Francis's funeral has to be held within 6 days of his death, and then 15 to 20 days after his passing, cardinals from around the world will come to the Vatican to begin the process of selecting the next pope. In a break with tradition, Pope Francis will not be buried in St. Peter's Basilica behind me. Instead, he will be laid to rest at St. Mary Major. That's a 5th century church here in Rome dedicated to the Virgin Mary, where he often liked to pray. And in the Pope's last will and testament, he was very specific, saying his tomb must be in the earth and simple without any decoration. The only inscription, Franciscus. Live in Rome tonight, I'm Tina Kraus. Now back to you.